Everybody in the building, stand up, put on your dancing shoes and get excited because we've got Eastern Cape's finest in the building. Everybody, I'm so excited to introduce you to somebody that you should be knowing of right now. And if we are Maz, I'm sure that you are out of your heels and out of your head and you want to pull all of your hair out of your head because you are so excited. Philanthropist, events promoter, entrepreneur and house DJ, Kamalake Nkokheli, better known to you and I as Volo Da Saint, who's doing big things when it comes to the music industry. He has shared stage with Abantu Banjengo, DJ Christos, or Black Coffee, or DJ Fresh, and Abantu Abanins Abanjalo. He dropped the album yake ekubizwa well, hold up, wait a minute. Sizongena kuyo xa sincokola naye Volo Da Saint. Welcome to the show. I'm so excited to be conducting this interview with you. Unjani Futuam?
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm very well, but can our sound technician fix something because I can hardly hear Uvolo. Otherwise, while we're doing that, you can follow us on Twitter, it's EKSE_live. On Facebook, it's EKSE on Cape Town TV. Do dial us on 021 448 0448. Born and bred in the Eastern Cape, who represent Abantu Abanjengo WINNIE MADIKIZELA, no OR TAMBO. So he's a hero in his own stride because uyenza lento yenzayo ngomculo. Niyayazi ba if you're from the Eastern Cape, uba ne-concerts zakhe ezibizwa ngo-OR TAMBO homage concert. Volo, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Kunjani?
Diyaphila kunjani?
I understand that waqala DJ yango 2010. I want to find out how was growing up in Eastern Cape and what introduced you to umculo, especially the DJing aspect of umculo.
Growing up in Eastern Cape, it's interesting because it's dubbed as the province of the legends, because it's a province that has given birth to a lot of respected legends.
Yes.
But in terms of development and in terms of the music industry itself and the entertainment, it's developing. It's not up there with the best. So we're trying by all means to do what we can to make sure that it is up there and respected as much as what it gave birth to some respected political figures. So yeah, that's about it.
How easy was it to choose the career path that you've chosen? Because coming from a small town like Bizana, I would figure that not wonge umdu is thinking of becoming a DJ one day, but you chose to become one that.
For me personally, it was an easy decision because I was following my passion. But interestingly enough, it's not the first thing that I chose. Because as you are saying, Uguti, growing up in the Eastern Cape, it's not something that you can just wake up and say you want to do. For instance, there's parents who are laid back, and when you speak about music, they don't take you seriously. They have this notion that you must be a teacher, a doctor, a nurse, all the traditional careers. So it was not easy on their side to accept it. But fortunately, I was able to convince them and follow my path, and they supported me very well, which is why I was able to get to the level where I am at this moment, because I have their support and also the support of the people from my hometown. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about me, it's also about trying to change the perception even for those that are coming after me.
Volo, when did you realize that you're doing something right? Because WINNIE Residency on Africa's biggest radio station, UKHOZI FM, that says a lot. But when did it hit you that, hey, Machita, I'm doing something right now?
It's very interesting how it started, because on UKHOZI FM, when I started there, I just sent a random mix to them, because everyone was sending mixes to them, and they kept on playing my mixes, but I got tired, of just sending mixes, because they randomly asked for mix. So I stopped doing that and focused on doing my other things. Then later on, I received a phone call from them now, which was a highlight for me, saying that, hey, my man, we want to make you the official resident DJ because we like what you're doing, So that was, for me, a sign that, okay, they liked what I was doing. So I should just keep on doing it and just try to improve on it. Because initially it was me who went to them, then I stopped. Then later on, it's them who decided to come to me saying, okay, we're choosing you to be the afternoon drive official DJ.
Imagine that.
For me, that's when I realized that, oh, okay, I'm doing something nice. And honestly, that residency, it opened so many doors for me in terms of getting gigs nationwide and otherwise.
Speaking of izinto abantu abazithandayo ozenzayo, take us through EOR TAMBO homage concert. When did that concept come about? Why did it come about? And why was it important for you to draw up a concept like enjalo and then present it to the masses?
It is a concept that has got so much inspiration around it. Funny enough, the inspiration has got nothing to do with the entertainment side, as much as at the end of the day, it's an entertainment show. But what really inspired it for me is because at some point in my career, in my life, I moved to Joburg to study university. And I realized that there's a lot of celebrations that are happening in Joburg around the name or TAMBO. But he was born in Bizana, And why don't we take this and do it in his hometown where he was born? And at the back of my mind, also knowing the struggles of us youth this side growing up, I wanted to inspire the youth, to make them to believe that even if you are coming from a very disadvantaged town, but you can be something in life. The things that you see on TV, you can also see them in person. And that has got a very positive psychological effect on a young person. So it's more about trying to change the narrative, to change the perceptions, more than just the entertainment itself. Because when they wake up and see Casper Nyovest and Bizana, it's unbelievable for them. Like last year, they didn't believe that he would come, but he came. So it's more about trying to change the perceptions and try to inspire young people more than anything else.
How does one build their confidence? Because we can always dream big, but kubanzima thinking that I could be the one entertaining the masses. I could be as big as DJ Black Coffee. I can be as big as Christos, or maybe I'm the next Volo Da Saint. How does one coming from a Bizana, how do you make them believe that? Maybe 2020 I could be one of those people and sharing his stage njengabantu abanjalo.
What I can say, I think the most important thing, what I've learned personally, is that it's very important to learn from everyone. But in the process of learning from everyone, maintain your own identity, because that's what sets you apart. That's what makes people to want to know who is this person, because you're bringing something different. So I feel, Uti, everyone who wants to make it in life, they must find their identity first, because that's what is going to create longevity in their career. Because if you follow someone else and just be a copycat and have no identity, no one is gonna book you because you are sounding like someone else, So you must try to sound like yourself as much as that you learn from others. In business and music and in anything that you do as a young person, it's very important to develop your own identity.
Speaking of learning from others, who are some of your inspiration? Who did you learn from? And if there's somebody who took their hand and extended it to you, Wati, Volo, come here, I'm going to be that hero for you. Who do you pay homage to?
I've got so many inspirations as I have reached different levels in life when it comes to the entertainment sector. But in the beginning, I heard a song which was dropped by DJ Fresh in 1999, which was Summer Days. I heard that song for the first time. and I instantly fell in love with house music. Then a couple of years later on, there's a DJ who was born here in Bizana, in my hometown, called DJ MZ, who is a summer award winner, by the way.
Sure.
So him being able to win those summer awards, it gave me hope and belief that if he can do it, so can I, you know. And fortunately, he was not someone who was very jealous. He accommodated me, you know. I learned a lot from him in terms of how to handle yourself in the entertainment industry. And as I grew up, I also met other guys. I've also been fortunate to meet with Black Coffee, and I also learned a lot from him in terms of how to handle your brand, because it's not only about the DJing side, but also you must be able to focus on the brand itself, because it's a brand that you have built and you are building. And then later on, fortunately, I've been very fortunate also to meet with recently Mr. Lindelani Mkhize, who's very respected, and he's also taught me a lot about humility and respecting in the industry, because I think a lot of doors, they open based on that, not only on the talent itself, because there's a lot of people that are talented, but doors are not opening for them because of their character. So he's taught me a lot about shaping your character and all that, and those are people that I look up to, people that have inspired me a lot.
Volo, there's a lot to talk about, especially in philanthropy. I understand that there's something that you want to do with up-and-coming female DJs. We're going to be talking about that after the break. Also, Limonati, which is your album. I want to find out who did you work with and what was your favorite part of working on that project, and were there challenges? Where was it an easy breeze? We're going to find out after the break. Keep it locked right here, ladies and gentlemen. If you just joined us, we're talking to Eastern Cape born Volo Da Saint, who's a big DJ, was all over South Africa. So keep it locked right here on the biggest show in the motherland.